What if one day you noticed your shadow acting strangely, not just stretching or shrinking with the sun, but moving independently, slipping just a little out of sync with your steps? At first, it's subtle, almost like a trick of the light. But then you start to hear its soft, breathy whispers whenever the room falls quiet. Words curling around the edges of your mind like smoke. Your shadow is talking, not just echoing your movements, but speaking to you. And the strangest part? It knows things. Secrets buried deep, memories you thought were lost or never even had. Childhood moments you can't recall but suddenly feel visceral. Faces you should recognize but can't place. And places you've never visited yet seem hauntingly familiar. The shadow whispers them all, low and urgent, like a friend trying to remind you of a past erased or hidden. At first, you think you're losing your grip on reality. You check reflections, snap pictures, ask friends if they notice the odd darkness trailing you. Nothing unusual. But the whispers grow louder, more insistent. Especially at dusk and dawn times when shadows are longest and the boundary between light and dark feels thinnest. The voice doesn't just reveal random fragments. It pulls at your very identity. You start questioning who you really are, what you forgot, what you were made to forget. The secrets are not innocent. They hint at choices you didn't know you made, actions taken in moments you can't remember. Perhaps even lives you lived under different names or faces. The shadow's voice twists between guilt and urgency, as if it's trying to warn you about something or someone. You begin to notice other shadows around you behaving the same way, slipping away from their owners, huddling at street corners, whispering among themselves in a language just beyond hearing. It's as if a hidden society of sentient shadows exists, carrying the untold histories of everyone they've ever been attached to. What if shadows are more than mere absence of light? What if they are repositories of forgotten truths, guardians of erased memories, or even silent witnesses to moments we deliberately bury? Some nights, your own shadow refuses to obey your movements, lingering behind in places you've never been, or disappearing entirely when you need it most. You realize you are no longer just a person with a shadow. You are a person with a shadow that holds you hostage, forcing you to confront fragments of your own soul you thought were lost to time. As the whispers unfold, they begin to shape your waking life. You find objects you don't remember owning, letters in handwriting that isn't yours, photographs of people who should be strangers but feel inexplicably close. The lines between your memories and these shadowed revelations blur until you can't tell where your past ends and your shadow story begins. Some days you want to run from it, to step into the light and escape the darkness that clings to your heels. But shadows can't be outrun. They are patient, eternal, and in this new reality, disturbingly alive. And the more you resist, the louder their secrets become, echoing through the empty spaces of your mind. Then comes the haunting possibility. What if your shadow knows things you never wanted to know? What if it's revealing not just who you were, but who you might have been, the choices made in darkness, the hidden desires, the regrets swallowed by silence? And what if every shadow's whisper is a plea for recognition, a call for reconciliation with parts of ourselves we fear to face? Society around you remains blissfully unaware, walking beneath their own living shadows without noticing the murmurs that trail behind. But for you, life becomes a delicate balance between light and dark, memory and mystery, reality and the uncanny truths whispered by the sentient darkness that has claimed your past and now holds your future in its silent, spectral hands.